Hello, everyone, and welcome to Dixie Bowl here in Louisville, Kentucky for the Indiana-Kentucky All-Stars. It's bowling action here from the high school ranks. Joining me in the broadcast booth is Mike Albee, and what a day we've had so far. We're down to our final four competitors on both the boys and the girls side to see who will win this year's event.
Yeah, it's been great scoring, and they're still bowling well from this morning to this afternoon, so expecting good numbers.
Well, players that we thought would be there at the end are Riley Spear makes your top four, and Alexa Escamilla, the birthday girl, turning 18 today, makes the top four for the girls.
Yeah, bowling great all day, and Riley's probably the favorite, but he's not the top seed going into the finals today.
Well, after all of the two-game total pin matches have concluded to get to this point, the total score determined this top seeds, and Hayden Fowler leads the way from Kentucky.
A lot of strikes. I think it was Andy Verapapa 300s and just long strings, but every match was that way. So not just one. He would move from pair to pair and still was able to bowl well.
And Morgan Morales leads the way on the girls' side. She had bowled solid all day long.
She had a great look, threw great shots. We got to see her right in front of us here today in one of her matches, and boy, she was just hitting the pocket high flush every time.
Well, our first match here on the girls' side is Jaden Hunting taking on Cheyenne Beachboard. And on the boys' side, the two number one seeds for both Kentucky and Indiana, Riley Spear taking on Noah Wright. This should be a great start to our TV show.
Great matches. I think the kids are ready. They're getting some practice this time, so I'm sure they'll be more comfortable.
All right, players are practicing. When we come back, we'll have our top four Stepladder Finals. You're watching it live right now on Savage Bowling TV.
Tim Mack's Victory Lane Pro Shop is your go-to destination for all things bowling. You'll find the top brands in bowling balls from Storm, Rotogrip, 900 Global, Brunswick, Hammer, Motive, and more. Whether you're a seasoned pro or just rolling for fun, we've got the perfect gear to up your game. From bags, shoes, accessories, and apparel, Tim Mack's Victory Lane Pro Shop has it all. Don't settle for anything less than victory. Swing by Tim Mack's Victory Lane Pro Shop with locations inside Royal Pin Woodland, Western, and Expo in Indianapolis.
All right, welcome back here in the broadcast booth. Scott Gilmore, Mike Albee here at Dixie Bowl in Louisville, Kentucky for the Indiana-Kentucky All-Stars. Match number one in our Stepladder Finals just now underway. Noah Wright leading the way here. High flush strike.
Took good advantage of his practice time.
Well, we were talking here in commercial break here about scoring here, and the 6-game total pins determine the seeding on this Stepladder Final. And you just look at some of these games. Hayden Fowler shot 1477 for 6, 277 over, 268, 227, 236, 279, 244, 223. We talked about Riley Spear, who's the third seed, and his games were 213, 238, 236, 258, 225, 255.
And shot 813 this morning. It didn't count in that total, but had an 800 this morning.
Yeah, unbelievable. And Morgan Morales had quite the day today. 228, 234, 242, 178, 185, 267. And she finds herself in the number one seed for today's Stepladder Finals. And now, Jaden Hunting here on the right lane with the strike. Both ladies start off with strikes. Both boys start off with strikes. And you said earlier today, Mike, you were really impressed with Riley Spear's way he is attacking these lanes, really playing straight, letting the ball do a lot of the work.
Yeah, much smoother, a little less ball speed than we usually see him, but the ball is flushing up really nice, but it's a really smooth release. He's not having to force it through the front. He's able to just lay back and let the ball do all the work, which is great.
Yeah, and you have to think he's the favorite just because of all the things that he has done. But one Hayden Fowler, who's going to be bowling next year for Marian University, is right there at the top of the charts.
Yeah, he's got great experience, Riley Spear, but he's got to go through the ladder here. So it's you don't want to have a bad break cost you that chance to get there. Oh,
the Mount Washington product, Noah Wright, the number one seed on the boys' side after qualifying here, the team part. Riley Spear, the number one qualifier for the Indiana side. They find themselves the third and fourth seeds here this afternoon. Now, Jaden Hunting. Oh, what a break. Oh, who says you don't need a little luck in this sport? You know, I used to always hear the old guys that I used to bowl with back in the day, I'd rather be lucky than good any day.
Yeah, I hear that a lot.
And I used to always say, I'll take my chance with being good.
Yeah. Yeah. I think the odds are a little farther down the road.
Luck was never on my side, I don't think. Great shot there from Noah Wright. Both players now perfect. That Cheyenne Beachboard leaves a 7-pin, her second shot.
It was a good shot. The boys match here, you got to be careful because you leave something here early, you're liable to be left behind.
Yeah, I want to thank the staff here from Dixie Bowl for hosting today's events. Ooh, solid 7-4. Riley Spear. You know, I've seen him a lot this weekend, Mike, or today. As right after he releases it, he's wanting the ball to push down the lane more and more. I don't know if he is.
I think it's just a little bit, you know, it's not his A game. It's not what he normally does, and I think he's building confidence with it. That he's where he's at now. He's been doing well with it. I think it's just being a little bit uncomfortable because it's not exactly what he likes to do.
Yeah. Well, he makes the spare there, and
he makes it look good.
Yeah, he sure does. And now Cheyenne Beachboard after the missed 7-pin. Strikes again on the left lane.
Nice shot.
21-22, 23-24, your championship pairs. Now Riley Spear. With the strike. And Jaden now here on the right lane from Lexington, Kentucky. About an hour, a little over an hour away from Louisville. Great shot there from Noah.
Best one yet. Yeah, that was a great shot. Well, he's you know, Noah's attacking it right against Riley. You just got to throw strikes and stay out in front.
Well, Noah's very comfortable on this pair, Mike. This is where he bowled his 3 games in team when he shot 7-17 and but it was all the back 2 games, 270, 260. Oh, great shot. Both players attacking this pair pretty much the same, just from opposite sides of the lane. Riley left-handed, Noah right-handed, and now Jaden Hunting. Great shot in the 4th. Oh, I don't know what came off the wall to take out the 10-pin, but it wasn't the 6.
Yeah, the way Noah Wright's bowling, Riley Spear needs to carry all the breaks he can get. Great shot there by Cheyenne.
Yeah, Cheyenne right back in it with the double here now in the 4th. You know, when Riley lets go of it, he kind of gives that little bit of a leg kick. You know he likes it. No, that one he got out left early.
Yeah, broke loose a little early on that one.
The 2-4-6-10 split. Cheyenne comes in high after the strikes in the 3rd and 4th frames. 3-6-10. Oh, what a shot. just when Noah thought he could relax just a skosh. Riley Spear converts the tough split in the 6th. And a good cover for Cheyenne. Cheyenne had a big last game, Mike, 258 to win her match to make it to the Stepladder final. Oh, Noah's got a nice simple game, Mike.
He's got a good look. The ball's doing exactly what it needs to do on this pair of lanes. Good shots.
All these strikes make me want to go out and get my stuff. Oh, wait, I didn't bring him. Didn't bring my stuff.
How fortunate for you.
Now Jaden Hunting.
Oh, good shot.
6-pin. Excuse me, 4-pin. All right, she had a strike working in the 4th. Just with a spare here, just a 4-pin lead over Cheyenne Beachboard.
That's left.
Oh.
Good break.
Good break.
Just a 6-10.
Front 6, good run. That's exactly what Riley Spear wanted to see there.
He needed to have Noah slow down a little bit.
Yeah, you get in the later stages and have a miss, kind of hard to win. And a good cover. Now Jaden here on the left lane, lane 23. With the strike.
Good shot.
Now a big shot for Riley here in the 7th.
Wow, that was pretty. Yeah, you got to get back and put some pressure on Noah here if you can. You know, with these two, you kind of look what they have left, because that's where they could really possibly end up.
And what's the adjustment here for Riley on this shot here?
Just a better shot. I think he just needs to make a better shot. I think the last time on that lane, he just got around it too much and too early and helped it a little much, but
Oh, in a pocket.
yeah, what do you do with that? I mean, that's a
7-10.
good shot, great shot. Wow. It's a blowout 10 with a solid 7. I mean, it just there's not much you can do with that.
And he hasn't had pin carry like that all day.
No.
Oh, great
Gorgeous
shot there.
yeah.
Double for Cheyenne.
Nice and smooth.
And that's the thing now. You know, players were used to the.
Oh,
that was close. Players were, you know, coming off the 2-pin total. Now it's just single game.
It is. It is, yeah.
Now, can Jaden Hunting double up? Crosses over. Oh, what a break. Oh, my goodness. Oh, Brooklyn Strike pin spun around and took out the 5. And a great shot from Noah Wright. And he's not flinching, Mike.
No, he came right back with a good one. That's what you got to do, you know.
223 max score.
Yeah, he just needs to make another good
240
shot.
pace for Noah Wright here. And this one right here would pretty much all but wrap it up.
Yeah, makes one more good shot there.
Oh, way to take advantage of a break there for Jaden.
And that's what you do. You know, you take it and take it one shot at a time, and you come back and make a good one and keep going.
Yeah, 3 in a row now.
Cheyenne's still in the middle of this one, though, but this is an important shot here.
Now that's going to wrap it up for Noah Wright. What a game. What a performance here. And what a day so far for Noah Wright. I don't know if you want to call it an upset. From our perspective, as good as Riley is, it's a big win for Noah Wright. But you know what? He was the #1 seed on the Kentucky side for a reason.
Yeah, no, I mean, that's a big win for Noah. Great shots, and, you know, it's a surprise a little bit, but, you know, when you start out with a front 6, you know, Riley's playing from behind the whole time after that solid 7 in the third, but, you know, Riley should be happy with the way he bowled today, bowled great. And Noah's moving on to keep a run at the title hopes here. And the way he looks, he could get there.
Ball change there for Riley Spear on the left lane. Boy, the pocket 7-10 looming large there in the 8th.
Yeah.
Because at that point in time, he was still in the match.
Yeah.
He had the solid 7 in the third, and then he kind of got the ball out early on that shot in the 8th or the 6th, and it just checked up, but he did convert the split spare there. And oh, Cheyenne with a 7-pin. He hasn't had much of any luck on that lane, has he?
Yeah, that just kind of stunned it on its way down and kept it up. Crazy. Yeah, that's a frustrating game for Riley.
Yeah, much better than the 211 score he finished with. Cheyenne Beachboard still has 210 out there. Wow, he is.
Great look. Great look for Carey.
Yes. Yeah. Boy, if you're Mike and Habegger, you're watching, getting a glimpse of this.
Yeah, you better start with a few. Yeah, to keep yourself before you get locked out.
Yeah, you better hope those first 2 or 3 shots are really good. Nice shot.
Very nice.
Well, Mike, after the great break she got in the 7th.
And on the spare in the second, if you remember that spare.
Oh, yeah.
So, and then when Cheyenne missed her spare in the second, really she's trying to play catch up the whole game. But Jalen has just been able to keep going and putting pressure on, and you know, it's what you do. You got to make good shots, and if you get a lucky one, you make good shots behind it. That's what you do. She just needs to keep it on the lane here.
Yeah, 249 possible score for Jaden.
Remember, she threw the last 7, the last game for 233, I think.
Yeah, to knock out Zoe Bostic. Yeah. Oh, there's a great shot.
Yeah.
Oh, 267. 277, excuse me. Yeah,
great game.
Well, if you're Riley Spear, not a whole lot you can do when your opponent shoots 277.
Yeah.
That's going to put Jaden in the 230s. So that's going to be enough for her to advance. And you know, as Riley Spear walking away, he hates to lose.
Yeah, he does, and that's you know, you can tell it's a good attribute to have, to work as hard as he works, and nice game for Jaden.
Well, and that's pretty much his final.
Junior gold, maybe?
Yeah, but his final official high school.
Indiana high school, yeah.
Yeah, final high school event. And he was hoping to come out of here with a win to cap off his
Sure.
career.
Yeah. Well, he's had a heck of a day. Just
Yeah, his junior gold's in Green Bay, right?
Green Bay.
Yeah.
I think it's the second week of July, somewhere in there.
Probably not a place where a lot of kids thought they would end up going to bowl a major tournament, right?
I didn't realize they had enough lanes up there to host it. It's been a long time. We bowled there in the early 90s.
I know the Masters has been up there. USBC Masters has bowled in Green Bay before. Not a place you typically would think you would go, but
No.
But you're right. The number of lane bids that it requires
For junior gold, yeah.
is amazing. Well, you guys are hosting an hour away in Lafayette.
We did.
Yeah.
We did, yes. We did.
And Strike Force Lanes in Greenfield is hosting. They just need. It's amazing the number of bowling centers they need to participate.
They did the 3 Royal Pins and also Anderson. And, Anderson, and I'm not sure if there's another one or not. But, yeah, it's phenomenal.
Nice finish for Cheyenne Beach Board, 209. But Jaden Hunting shoots 236 to advance, and will move on to face number 2 seed Alexa Escamilla. All right, match number 2. We'll be back with our second round matches here in our Stepladder Final. You're watching the Indiana-Kentucky All-Stars from Dixie Bowl in Louisville, Kentucky. Back right after this.
Pinhead's Entertainment Center has it all. A modern-style bowling alley with 2 private bowling suites. Alley's Ale House serves up a chef-crafted menu daily, featuring signature handcrafted cocktails and over 30 draft options. The arcade at Pinhead's offers 90-plus games, including old-school games, Golden Tee, and virtual reality with top-tier prizes. Host large events or meetings in the multifunction banquet room that can accommodate up to 80 guests. Visit, call, or reserve online today. Off State Road 37 next to Honda of Fishers.
All right, match number 2 about to get underway here from Dixie Bowl here in Louisville, Kentucky. Indiana-Kentucky All-Star Stepladder Finals here on both the boys and girls side. Scott Gilmore and Mike Albee here in the broadcast booth. And, match number 1. Lots of strikes. Noah Wright shooting 277 to knock out Riley Spears. And then Jaden Hunting gets on fire towards the end of her match, shoots 236 to defeat Cheyenne Beach Board to 209. And now, birthday girl, the young lady turning 18 today, Alexa Escamilla, will take on Jaden Hunting. And then your number 2 seed, Mike and Habegger, will take on Noah Wright.
You have lane choice. Your lanes.
It'll be interesting with Noah Wright. I mean, the field ball last game, he shot 277, but he left a 4-pin. The ball broke a little earlier. Left a 4-pin. After you just shoot 277, do you all of a sudden scratch your head and go, "Sheesh, do I make a move here?"
Yeah.
I mean, that's what I'd be thinking. I'm not sure if Noah's thinking that, but we'll see.
I know what Mike and Habegger's thinking. I need to come out here throwing strikes right away.
Yeah, I mean, if you don't strike the first couple, you might be on the wrong side.
All right. Noah Wright going to get us started here. That looks a little left to target. The ball actually
never
laid off and leaves the 10 or 7 pin.
Yeah, he needed to kind of give you a little bit of tilt on the back end to get that 7 out, but it just kind of kept fading. That's why you're afraid not to strike in the first frame. You might be shut out before you ever get out of the gate.
Well, Mike knows all about striking. He struck a bunch in his last round, shooting 514 for 2 games. And a good cover there for Noah. And now Alexa.
Hayden Power. No practice until the 5th frame.
And now the Bluffton, Indiana resident here, Mike and Habegger. Oh,
That worked pretty well.
yeah.
Yeah, good shot. Great start.
Now Jaden Hunting here. Her first shot comes in high, 3-6-10. And Alexa started off with a nice little strike herself.
Yeah, very good shot.
Ooh, looks like he might have missed that one at the bottom a little bit. 2-4-5. He's trying to place, he's just a little left of Noah Wright. Obviously, he has quite a bit more hand than.
And ball speed.
Yeah, as Jaden, nice cover on the 3-6-10. Again, Dixie Bull has been a great host here for the Indiana-Kentucky All-Stars. This is our second or third time here third time for the Indiana-Kentucky All-Stars.
Oh,
what a break there.
There's a break. Much better shot.
Nice shot from Jaden, and really, Mikan is the last hope for Indiana here on the singles side of things. Hayden Fowler, top seed for the boys. Ooh, solid 10.
Well, that's something we haven't seen out of. No, I mean, that ball was just perfect for carry and been able to carry the last two. So that one looked like it made its move right, but good shot. Shot by Alexa, 4-pin. Looks a good shot though.
Do you remember when you were 18?
Oh, why you asked me about memory?
This moment brought to you by Prevagen.
I do remember. It was just a few years ago.
Yeah, it was just a few years. Yeah.
Which part of my 18
Seems like yesterday, doesn't it?
Which day of 18-year-old did you want to know about?
Oh my goodness.
I was still in high school.
All right, now Alexa trying to convert the 4-pin. And
Good
she
shot.
does. Good shot.
Does a good job of kind of killing it and doesn't overroll it and just right at the pin.
Well, she was nice enough to supply all the bowlers cupcakes today for her 18th birthday, which was awful nice of her to. As Noah Wright comes in and just trips the 10 out for a strike.
A little concerned, though, just not quite getting that angle he needed that he had in the first game.
Yeah, the ball not going through the pins like it was a little bit earlier.
Yep.
Oh,
Nice
great shot.
Yep, nice shot.
The North Carolina A&T bound 18-year-old. She has had quite the high school career.
Seemed like always in contention for the top.
You're right. Ooh.
It's just almost like it's stopping in the back because it just like that one looked like it was coming, but then it just got to the pins and just let off. 2-8-10. That's a tough one.
Oh, and another great break for
And that's a double.
Jaden.
That's a double.
Sure, Mike and now has to be thinking, what do I need to do now? Because he left the 2-4-5 in the second on a similar type of hit, right? Where the ball just kind of has either squirted or burned up. I don't know which one, but
Yeah.
But you're right. He throws the ball a lot firmer than Noah
Well,
Wright.
and if Noah figures it out here in the next frame or two, he's gonna, take over a commanding lead here.
And Jaden now with
Just a 4-pin.
the 4-pin. Oh, great shot there. You know, the one thing he's going to have to do probably is the ball is going to have to get to the friction. Because if he keeps it in, it doesn't seem to want to finish.
Yeah.
That one looked like it had a little more angle down lane, as Jaden with a huge mistake there, missing the 4-pin. Looks like Noah might be making a little adjustment on the approach here. Ah, light mixer there. Trip of the 4.
His best shot seems to be when he gets it out a little farther there. And
Alexa comes in high with the 3-6. You know, and the pins respond to how loose you are. I always felt like
I agree with you.
if you're loose and you're rolling it good out of the hand, you're not grabbing it, the pins respond.
You just don't get that clean back end on when you grab it a little bit, and you get that kind of a jerk instead of a smooth arc.
Yeah, can he throw a 3-bagger? Yes, he can.
Yeah.
Well, now if you're miking, now you are forced.
Well, yeah, you really do. I mean, not that it's mathematically no good, but you need the next two. You need to let Noah know you're there, and yourself that you've got it lined up, so you can loosen up a bit.
I wouldn't have a problem either of just slowing things down just a hair.
Yeah, he's
Noah's in a good groove right now. Maybe be a little more methodical these 2 frames.
Nice
Great shot from Alexa.
Yeah, good shot.
Well,
Saves the count.
Yep, 3-pin lead now for her in the 4th. You don't want to say must strikes this early in the game, but boy, this is awful close.
Well, we've seen Noah strike a lot, so he can go off and leave you there.
Yeah, see, and he got that one
That
out
ball
to the
just
dry.
rolled
And
up
just,
early. Yeah.
and it just wanted to go quick.
And I don't know if this is the ball he's been using all day or not, but
I believe
certainly looks a little uncomfortable there.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he's been throwing this quite a bit. Man, a pocket 7-10 for Jaden.
It's a good shot.
Boy, well, she was getting the breaks, and then all of a sudden she gets a bad one.
That's a tough one. That was a good shot.
And this is not an easy spare either.
Good job.
Well, that's an awful tough place he's in right now, because if he gets it out early, it hooks too much.
Yeah.
And if he doesn't get it out there, it doesn't seem to hook
Yeah, I mean
inside either.
And that just locks your arm swing up too, you know.
All right, Megan Morales and Hayden Fowler warming up on the practice pair to our left, waiting the winner of these 2 matches right now.
Shot.
He's got
Good
that lane
shot.
figured
Yeah,
out.
good
He's
shot.
got to get the right lane. Still a lot of bowling left.
Left.
Yeah, another 3-6-10. All of a sudden now, it's a big spare for her. Definitely don't want to go open, open, open in the middle part of your game here. Now, Noah Wright Mount Washington, Kentucky kid looking for 4 in a row.
That's the ball.
Yeah. Now I think Mikan could be in trouble.
Yeah, that was the ball right there. That hooked up a little earlier and just made that perfect arc right through the pins. Great shot, Noah.
Amazing how well that ball is going through the
Better
pins.
hurry. Nope. Slid by it. All right for Jaden. Just got a little bit right off her hand, and it just never recovered. Alexa can really put some distance between her and Jaden here for the first one.
Uh-oh. Oh, my goodness. Looked like he
Ankle?
just
No, I couldn't see.
he didn't appear to hit
He's
his
not
ankle.
playing anywhere near that.
No, I think it just kind of, the right shoulder kind of dropped a little bit, and you just kind of fell right off your hand.
Now this one, when you just take a deep breath and you can throw strikes, so you can make your spare. Great shot by Alexa.
Uh-oh, we got a rack. Deck jam almost on
Yeah.
lane 23. But now, can Noah Wright just kind of shake that? Make sure you don't throw it. Oh, great recovery. But that is an absolute killer.
Well,
but
yeah, Mike can make a move here if he can get a double.
He got the lead to 23,
yeah.
and he can even get it closer than that.
They'll make it interesting, for put some heat on Noah. But he hasn't had much luck on this lane.
Well, he doesn't have he's got 1 strike.
Yeah.
And that was in the first frame.
I think I'd stop with trouble with that machine, but he's going to go.
Oh,
great
boy,
shot.
he just shredded the rack there.
Great concentration. Sometimes when the machine's messed up next to you, that can affect you.
It's one of those where, you're in a rhythm, you're wanting to go. Sometimes the pause is worse.
It's just if it takes you out of your game or out of your thought, Oh,
I'm definitely waiting if I'm him, but he is not.
He really should. I think he should wait. Okay, they've got it reset, so.
Oh, he comes in light, 2-8. Just kind of threw off his rhythm, I think. You almost kind of sensed he was thinking, do I go or do I wait? Do I go, do I wait? And then he went ahead and went. And
a situation like that, once it's in your head, it's in your head.
Well, and the other thing, too, is you just walk off and restart your whole process again, as Alexa with a great shot there in the 7th. Now she takes total control of this match. But such a critical shot there for Mikan in the 8th.
I mean, there's 3 frames to go, and there's still an opportunity, but it's going to have to be some help both directions, if you want to win this one.
Down 25. Well, and the
Pretty
thing
shot.
about it is, it's not like Noah, his miss wasn't from being lost.
No.
His miss was just one of those oopsies, and then he came right back with
back.
another basically flush hit for the spare. So
yeah, great concentration, great courage to come back and just throw that shot with no hesitation to come back.
that was
Yeah, it held up there. It looked like it was going to be a little in, but
it looked in, but then it kind of just
stayed there.
floated through the fronts, but still found a lot of friction and hit hard. And Noah is in a really good place bowling-wise right now. He has got a great look. And he hasn't missed the pocket yet this game, outside of just kind of the weird situation of throwing a gutter there.
Big shot.
Yeah, 3-6-10, and Jaden is pretty well lost right now. Oh, there's the first little mistake from Noah there. .229 max score for Noah. Mikan can shoot punch out for .214. So Mikan's going to have to get some help. Well, not the game that Jaden wanted, but she has bowled good.
Yeah, it's been a good day. She's bowled well.
All day today. Ooh. That's about as close as you can get to chopping it. Well, 219 pace right now for Noah. So Mikan can strike out and force Noah to mark here in the 10th frame. Brooklyn strike, and the 6-pin goes straight back, leaves the 10. Mm. 4-pin. And that's pretty much going to end his day. Noah really just needs good count on the first ball.
I mean, he's, if Mike can get that spare and then strike out in the 10th, gives him 203, get a big 5 or a big 4.
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah,
still,
any type of good count.
Yeah, I mean, it's got to be
better.
a lot of happening, yeah. A lot of things have to go.
And it probably is going to be really hard for Noah.
Noah did throw a gutter. That might make
Yeah,
you think
yeah,
too.
yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
there's a lot of things happening out there. Maybe
Yeah.
I'm thinking too much.
It's probably harder for Noah to throw a Greek church than it is for him to
You're
strike.
probably right. You definitely don't want to throw it in the gutter, though. Nice shot.
Solid 8.
Wow. Good shot.
Yeah, she's up 53 or 55 right now. That's basically the game because the most Jaden can get is 183.
She's
already at 187. Yeah. So Alexa Escamilla will take on her Indiana teammate. Morgan Morales. Now, pretty good day, though, for Jaden Hunting. She'll get $175 in scholarship money. Riley Spear and Cheyenne Beachboard each received $150. Winner will receive $250 in scholarship money. And that's pretty good. Well, going to wrap things up. Noah Wright's going to find himself in the championship match. And here we have it. All Kentucky boys, all Indiana girls. Couple of unusual shots for Noah here, and I'm not sure if that's just, you get too relaxed,
Yeah, it's just, he's
But
definitely
that's
not
something
as
to think
comfortable.
about.
Yeah, he's definitely not as comfortable as the first game, but There's a couple things going on, I think, out down the lane a little bit, but here's where you want to make the spare and be able to throw one more shot so you can get a nice look. And nope,
Open frame
gonna happen.
in 205. 205 to 193. And you'd have thought if Noah only shot 205, you didn't think he'd advance, but
yeah, Mike could just never really get anything going to put too much pressure on him, on Noah. But Noah's bowled well, so he can get to this final match here.
well, Mikan will leave the day here from Louisville, $175 richer in his scholarship fund for college. First place today on both the boys and girls side, $250. Second place, $200. And a nice finish there for Jaden Hunting. She'll finish with a 152, but always good. I don't care what you score. When you can finish your game with a strike in the fill, it's a good way to leave.
Yeah, I agree.
All right, we're just waiting on Alexa Escamilla to finish up her game, and we'll have the title matches here on Savage Bowling TV. You're watching the Indiana-Kentucky All-Star Tournament here from Dixie Bowl in Louisville, Kentucky. We'll come back with our title match right after this. All right, welcome back here on Savage Bowling TV for the Indiana-Kentucky All-Stars here from Dixie Bowl in Louisville, Kentucky. And want to thank Bill Carter, proprietor here at Dixie Bowl, for being a wonderful host here for this weekend event, and always a nice job in conjunction with the Indiana State USBC. And want to thank the sponsors of the Indiana State USBC for making this possible: Brunswick, Mike Albee's Arrowhead Bowl, A1 Automotive, Pinhead's Entertainment Center, Tim Mack's Victory Lane Pro Shops, and Championship Lanes. And first shot of the game here in the championship round. Noah Wright with a pocket 8-10.
Yeah, it just didn't look like that.
That was just a really odd hit. I don't know, as a player, Mike, do you put much stock into that?
I'm not very happy about it because my first frame, and I'm bowling the leader, who's probably going to come out with about 5 or 6 in a row.
Yeah, right after that, Alexa Escamilla leaves a pocket 7-10.
Yeah.
Wow.
Somebody needs to call a timeout.
Bizarre start.
Mulligan.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's
Do-overs.
Two odd hits there. Yeah, it was.
She goes pretty straight at the 10-pin. Smart play, get your one, take your medicine early.
All you
and
can do, yeah.
Now Hayden Fowler. And he goes stone 9. Now we're wondering, does anyone want to strike right now?
Well, at least you can get a spare out of that.
Can Morgan Morales be the first one? Young lady from Crown Point, Indiana. She comes in high with a 3-pin. And of all the young ladies, she has bowled by far and away the best. And Hayden Fowler from Frankfort, Kentucky gets the spare. And a good cover. You know, I know the kids are getting scholarship money, which is a fantastic thing, but you think you just think as prestigious as this event is, there's got to be some really cool trophy they get to take home, right? You know, the days of the cool trophies are just, they're gone, aren't they?
No, it seems like it.
Yeah.
It really does.
It's like the dinosaur bowling anymore, right?
Yeah.
Oh, look, what are you taking that fossil home with you tonight?
You're right, though. Yeah, and there's a lot of things out. There's a lot of trophies and awards that are pretty slick nowadays. I mean, I think you can do that, but it's all comes to budgetary reasons at
Yeah.
times, and I'm sure the parents like having the scholarship money, and
Yeah, as Morgan leaves a 4-pin. Well, I don't want to say, like, you look at some of the trophies the PGA Tour players get, man,
Yeah.
they're really cool. As Hayden Fowler makes his spare, and he's got back-to-back 9 spares, and I always, you and I have been, I'm not saying an advocate, but the money is going to be gone. But boy, what do you
Yeah.
have to really remember what you've done
Yeah.
outside of a story, or nice thing, have this live stream that you can always go back and watch. But that trophy it symbolizes
is.
what you've done.
It is, and it's the uniqueness, not just a cup. It's got to be the uniqueness
Yeah.
to the tournament and that sort of thing. That's a branding part.
Something that looks like a trophy that would have like the outline shape of Indiana with Kentucky attached to the bottom of it, and
Yeah, I agree. That's the same thought I would have, something to that effect. And
it could be wooden. It could be created something kind of unique from that standpoint, right?
there's just so many things with 3D printing and things
Yeah.
like. There's just so many things that are out there, and I mean, all those things cost money, but I'm sure the parents and coaches and there's all sorts of people that you can find, but it's the crew does a good job of putting this tournament together. They've got nice they had nice
Yeah, a lot of nice
swag
spiff.
bags and stuff
Yeah,
this
absolutely.
week. So it was nice to see that the bowlers were awarded with some nice things and the opportunity to bowl in this tournament, which is a great event.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
and like I agree totally with Bill Carter, one of the nicest men in the industry, and who donates his time and he's just a great person. And so it's great to be here at Dixie Bowl. And there is 2 wonderful shots by Alexa Escamilla, just flush.
And we're not complaining
No,
about
no,
anything.
no.
It's just kind of the, back in the day, it was
Observations,
always
yeah.
about,
Yeah.
it would be like going to nationals and, hey, you won, and that's it, But you get this really impressive eagle
Yeah.
when it's all said and done,
Yeah.
and obviously when you won some of your events. Major events like the Masters, they had a really unique trophy every year for it, right?
Yeah.
And that symbolized that
And that's
event.
exactly right. Part of the award makes the feel and the look of the event.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, Morgan Morales now with a 3-6-10, and after Alexa Escamilla doubles in the second and third, and now what can Hayden Fowler do after 2 9-count spares? Strikes.
Yeah, that was a pretty good one.
Now all of a sudden the advantage you thought Noah Wright had coming in.
Well,
Hayden Fowler has something to say about it, right?
Yeah, and Noah got that bad break to start, so he's immediately behind. So it's pressure. Great spare by Morgan there. Keep this game close. And
All right, Hayden now
It's
working
in.
on a strike. Oh, he got it
I
in.
think
You're right.
He's excited about that because, that was inside his target.
I'm watching.
He had the angle, though. He had the angle, though.
Do any of these kids look excited to you?
Well,
They're just so even keel. It's so impressive.
I think there's some nerves to a degree, but
Yeah. Well, and you wonder, too, Hayden, bowling Noah, they know each other well. They're both from Kentucky. It's a little bit different than maybe, bowling a kid from Indiana, right, that you're not extremely familiar with. But, there's a little more of that competitive juices come out of you when you're bowling somebody like that. But obviously both players, it's still really cool to be able to say that you won the Indiana-Kentucky All-Stars. Oh, there we go. Now, that's the Noah we've watched all day today. And now Morgan Morales here. 4-pin conversion. And she gets it. Well, you know she can string strikes. And her 6-game total has proven that, especially her 267 final game.
Yeah.
Oh,
there's a
trip
break.
4.
Yep. Good shot. That's that one where you said the pins know it when you're tight. That shows how. Almost a solid 8. But Noah Wright, nice loose swing, arm swing, relaxed, and that's why you trip those 4s like that. Alexa 3 in a row, but she had that 7-10 in the first frame, so she's come out firing. Nice.
Really gets up underneath the ball, really up the back. You know, that's when you hear players, especially on tour, they want more of this forward roll because it just controls the down lane reaction so much more. The more side rotation, as you know, the more angle down lane.
You get, yep. Oh, there's
nice
another
trip
one.
4.
Yep.
4 in a row now for Alexa. All right, now Hayden with the 3-bagger. Oh, wow. Solid 9.
That was a great shot. Wow.
Exactly the same leave he had in the first frame. And we both chuckled a little bit when Morgan is carrying over her fan over here, and we feel like it's pretty it's pretty cool back here for where we're at.
I was going to say, yeah, unless it's got a heater on it.
Oh,
nice
great shot from Morgan.
Yeah, good shot.
Oh
my. That ball just kept fading off. That might have been a white dot.
Well, that ball, he's so up the back of it.
Yeah.
There's no side rotation, so if once it's going that direction, it's going to stay there.
Yeah.
And now Morgan trying to get herself back in this match. Comes in light. Pin's rolling over. Not enough. 10-pin. Now can Noah Wright make Hayden Fowler pay for his mistake there in the 6, but he comes in high, leaving the 6-10, and Noah now just a little off.
Yeah, that was a big shot. That could have given the lead there. Hayden Fowler still looking pretty good. I mean, he's got the pocket down, so. Tough break for Morgan, though. That was a good shot.
All right, hangs on for the cover.
That was right in the rail there. That was a good spare, though.
Uh-oh. Okay. Thought for a minute there.
Yeah. He got there a little early.
Yeah, that ball was heading to the gutter. A little quicker than I wanted to see it, but he knows what he's doing. 97 in the 5th. He's down 20. Strike here, he can cut it to 9, and now Alexa with an 8 count. Starting to see a little bit of transition
Yeah.
on this pair, aren't you?
Yeah, it's not ideal what the look is right now. Although Hayden's making it look pretty good hitting the pocket.
He hasn't missed yet in 6 frames.
Yeah.
But he does have the open in the 6th. And a good cover there for Alexa. No worries
Just
for
enough.
Noah.
Yeah,
Yep.
just enough.
And now Alexa up 22 on Morgan Morales. Oh, and a 4-9. You know, Alexa and some of the other players like Riley, they're going to pass the torch, right? The next wave of great young talent here in the state of Indiana will showcase themselves here in some of these upcoming events next year. And we'll see some of those players at your house in August for the Storm Doubles.
Yeah.
All right, can she convert the 4-9? No. Open frame, 7th. And now can Morgan Morales take advantage of this little gift that Alexa has given her? Boy, he has absolutely just hammered the pocket this game.
Yeah, good shot.
20-pin lead now once again for Hayden Fowler. Oh, there we go.
Good
Great shot.
Good shot. Well, here's that situation. You know, she's right there to take the lead here. It's this one. Left that 10-pin the last time. I don't know, you know, if you make a slight move off that, you don't want to make too big a move.
All right, Noah Carter here. He needs a strike.
Yeah.
226 max score.
It's going to be hard to get there for him, but he's going to need the next couple here just to set it up so he doesn't get shut out.
Yeah, 225 pace is Hayden Fowler on. So still anyone's match here, but you got to start right here in the 8th frame. Oh, get down 10-pin.
Yeah, all of a sudden that 10-pin's starting to stay a little longer.
Yeah, in that early in the match against Riley Spear, it was the
Roll
6-pin
right
was
up,
just
yeah.
tomahawking the 10 out. Now all of a sudden it's just kind of laying in the channel a little bit.
Oh,
what a double for Morgan Morales.
Nice shot. She bowled on this pair earlier in match play and was using a different ball, but she tried to throw that a couple frames ago and it went too high, but now she's back to the shiny one and looked really good in those two.
Oh, there we go.
Now
Nice
a shot
big
there.
double there for.
That was huge, yeah. Set up the 8th and 9th there, set up the 10th for himself.
Yeah, now Alexa Escamilla up 9 pins.
Oh,
and she
beautiful
strikes.
shot. Well, Hayden, there's the pressure on Hayden right here.
Yeah.
Big 9th frame.
Going to take his talents to Marion University next year. Oh, 6-pin just absolutely brutalized the 10 on that one. He's been solid, Mike. All 9 frames in the pocket. Just the one mistake in the 6, missing the 9. Now, Alexa can take a 19-pin lead here. And she does.
Wow.
Boy, she is solid.
I just thought the same thing. Just walked right up there and threw 2 perfect shots.
Absolutely.
Yeah, took the lead back.
Now, Morgan Morales can jump right in the lead here. Oh, he just blistered the rack. That's going to be enough.
It. Yeah, that's
Yep.
it.
Hayden Fowler, your champion here at the Indiana-Kentucky All-Stars. Oh, light mixer. We got a match over here on the girls' side. You got a possibility, a good chance for a tie here.
There's 1 pin separated right now.
Well,
Both through 9.
Morgan Morales controls her own destiny. Oh, wow. Man. Boy, he has bowled fantastic.
Yeah.
Oh, creeps high. 6-10.
Yeah, you got to pick it up here.
Still she makes this spare. Alexa needs to throw. Well, a strike.
Strike to win.
Strike to win.
Depends on spare strike. If Morgan's spare strike, then she forces her to get the first one. Forces Alexa to get the first one.
246 for Hayden Fowler.
Oh,
boy, that's a big spare.
She saved that at the bottom of the swing. She was able to get your hand around a little more, gave it a chance to hold up.
It's important here to get max fill on this shot. Oh, great day, though, for Noah Wright. Yeah. Bowled so well, made his way all the way through
he worked
the
hard.
step ladder.
Yeah, he worked hard to get through the step ladder and to get there. Nice shot.
Oh, that's a big
huge
fill.
Shot. Yeah, huge shot.
We have a chance for a tie.
Well, here we go. It's a strike can win it. 9 can be a possible tie. Is that what we're looking at?
Yeah. 9 spare strike would be a tie. Here we go. Oh, she comes in high. 8. Mike, I don't think that's not going to be enough. Morgan Morales is going to win the Indiana-Kentucky All-Stars on the girls' side. What a comeback for Morgan. Boy, she has bowled well all weekend as both girls have.
What a great both. Yeah, Alexa had a 7-10 and a 4-9 and a 4-bagger and a double, and I mean just both games. And Morgan had a clean 213. So, man, great bowling.
And a good spare. Oh, goodness. Boy, and you thought after the last 2 shots she made, which were just perfect high flush, you thought there was a really good chance she was going to finish this off.
There's a lot of pressure there when you actually know what you got to get. You know, that's hard. That's the hard part. The final 4 here bowled really good all day, though. There's the shot. Yeah.
213 to 212. Morgan Morales takes home the title on the girls' side. Well, two champions, one from Indiana, one from Kentucky. When we come back, we'll talk to both here and wrap things up from Dixie Bowl here on Savage Bowling TV. Welcome back to Dixie Bowl, where we just witnessed two great title matches, and now we're with the victors. And Mike, take it away. You got Morgan.
Yeah, Morgan Morales, great job today. You are the champion of the Indiana-Kentucky All-Stars. You made a ball change last game, but the 10th frame, what'd that feel like?
Oh, it was very nervous. I know I needed the count, so I just try to stay focused and just work on my game.
Well, you worked on your game really well. It was a great event today. You bowled good all day. We got to watch you a couple times. You threw great shots, but winning the championship all the way down from Crown Point, Indiana. Great trip going home. Congratulations on the 2025 Indiana-Kentucky All-Stars.
Thank you so much.
Good job.
Thank you.
All right, we're with our boys, Victor Hayden Fowler from Frankfort, Kentucky. And Hayden, you got into that semifinal round of the two-game total pin match where you threw the back seven. I think you had like 13 or 14 in a row. And since then, you just got on a run here.
I was not aware of that.
You just got on a great run here. And walk us through that title match where really you just never missed the pocket.
Yeah.
Bowled so well.
Oh, do you want me to hold it? Yep. Okay. So in the title match, the main thing I was focusing on was just trying to keep a good pace and trying to stay down on my shots. And my look was just unbelievably good. So all I had to do was throw it to the right and it was in the pocket. So.
Well, I know it's got to be exciting to claim a victory here at the Indiana-Kentucky All-Stars. I heard now you're going to move on to college and going to take your talents up to Indianapolis.
That's right, Marion University. Next, I move in August 15th, and I'll be bowling there.
All right, well, congratulations on the win here at the Indiana-Kentucky All-Stars. And, Mike, it's been a great day. We had some great matches, some exciting games going on, and now our victors, Morgan Morales and Hayden Fowler here at the Indiana-Kentucky All-Stars.
Yeah, there's a lot of great talent. Colleges are going to be in good hands coming forward, but we're also in good hands with both states of Kentucky and Indiana for the next few years, too.
All right, we hope you enjoyed today's broadcast here from Dixie Bowl in Louisville, Kentucky. Once again, Hayden Fowler, your boys champ, and Morgan Morales, your girls. So long from Dixie Bowl.